What's going on, guys? It's Cliffy here. Welcome back to the semi-final of my 5-5 World Cup. New Zealand taking on the West Indies, and big Christopher Henry Gale, first ball, has said, enough of this, I'm getting the Windies off to a perfect start. And you can't really ask for much more than that from the big West Indian opener. 4 off the first ball, and that is what, well, we're going to have to block that up, really. We are going to have to contain the runs, try and get, I guess, Kieran Powell on strike for a little bit. Still a very dangerous limited overs player, but obviously Chris Gale on his day, just so destructive and can just, I don't know what it is. He is just a beast, to be honest. We'll take that dot ball. That is definitely going to help us out. But as I said earlier, this is the semi-final. If we win this, we do have one game left. We've got the big granddaddy of them all, the grand final, and surprisingly enough, one unsuspecting name in the top 4 is Ireland. So we're going to be taking on either Ireland or England in the semi. So, sorry, in the final, in the grand final, the grandest stage of them all in this 5-5 World Cup. So I'm really looking forward to that. You know, just getting Ireland in there, that is huge. It's really cool. We saw, I think the Dutch made it in as well. Into the top 8, so there was a few surprises in there. A few teams missed out that I were like, there's no way these guys are missing out. They're definitely making it. But you know, that is the nature of 5-5 games, especially when they're simulated. I love the simulation tool, or I guess just the way the games are simulated on Bradman 14. It just opens up everything, and I mean, we've seen that. Bloody the Dutch getting into the quarterfinals of the World Cup. You know, that is something you wouldn't even dream about it, to be honest. And Ireland making it to the top 4, that's another thing. You know, you would not think it. You wouldn't think it could possibly happen. But hey, that's what sport's all about. That's what cricket's all about. It's all about surprises, turning up on the day and getting the job done. And obviously, those more well-known teams obviously didn't do that. So hats off to the associates for getting there, getting the job done, and booking their place in the top 4 and top 8 of the tournament, respectively. And this is a great over so far from Trent Boult. He went for 2 off his first ball, and he has followed up with 4 dot balls. Now, I talk about a lot because I have done a lot of 5-5 gameplay recently, and we get him for a 4 final ball. But dot balls are like absolute gold. Wickets are platinum, but dot balls are just absolutely brilliant in this tournament. I'm not going to go, I think I went with Wagner last time in the 3rd over, and he did get taken to a little bit. So we're going to go with Dougie, and hopefully he can get the job done. A wicket would be nice, but not essential. With Christopher Henry Gale on strike, though, we will want to try and get him out sooner rather than later. He's 9 off 5, Kieran Powell 7 off 8. So they're not doing awful by any stretch of the imagination. However, it looks as though Mr. Gale, Mr. World Boss, has decided he is going to free the shackles and just start to go after this bowling. And poor old Doug Bracewell, he is the man that is getting taken to so far. He went for 10 off his first 2 balls. He's followed it up with a dot ball. None for 22 at the halfway stage. The only thing that would probably make that better is a wicket. So it's 1 for 22. I was going to say the only thing that could make it better would be bloody 2 for 22. Richie Benaud special. And Kemar Roach, I don't know what it is. The squads in this game, for me, the West Indies squad, for some reason, Kemar Roach always has been batting at number 3. I don't know what it is. But hey, he's proven his talent. I mean, look at that. That's a nice shot, really, to get off the mark with. For a guy who's considered a tail ender, he's basically just rocked back on the back foot and has just punched that over cover. Probably one of the probably one of the most difficult shots, I would say, in cricket, if not one of the more difficult ones. And he's just executed it with bloody ease. He's gone, it's too easy for him, alright? Going to go Neesham. He was our death guy last time, I believe. Actually, I think he bowled the 3rd over and he got taken too. For some reason or another, the 3rd over seems to be the over that the batters, the 3rd over is the over that the batters seem to target for one reason or another. I'm not too sure why, or how, or what I can do to try and stop it, but it just seems to be that 3rd over, whoever bowls it, just gets taken to. So that's something, potentially, if we get into the final, that we are going to need to sort out. just to try and contain, which is exactly what we've done here. This is a great over so far from Neesham. I'm expecting, obviously with this format of the game and this style of the game, I'm expecting a boundary. You do not expect to bowl maidens in 5 over games. But as I said, those dot balls are absolutely key. They're absolutely gold. Oh, appeal for that. That's got to be gone. He's just missed a straight one. Bloody Kieran Powell. See you later, son. LBW to Neesham. And I said maidens. You don't expect to bowl them. You don't expect to bowl wicket maidens either. And James Neesham is actually on the verge of bowling one of those right now. So fingers crossed that this is a dot ball. Could be potentially one of the first wicket maidens of the tournament. And again, I spoke too soon because, hey, wicket maidens just don't happen in this game. But I need my outfield fielding to be a bit better. Still, what an over from Neesham. 1 wicket, 2 runs, 4 dot balls. It's just superb. It is just, you can't ask for much more than that. Wags is going to be the guy who's going to bowl the last over for us. And 2 for 26 with 6 balls left to go. We will be looking to ramp through, get these dot balls. That's what we did so well against Australia in the last game. We were just, I don't know what it was. We just seemed to bowl really, really well. And we're doing the same here again today. Kemar Roach. I mean, here's a tail ender. They've seen him in at number 3. God knows why. But, hey, it's not as though I'm complaining that much, especially when we are dotting up the opponent. They do get off strike. They do only get 1. It has brought Dwayne Bravo, probably almost the perfect man for this situation. You know, if you need a player to come in, hit your boundary off the last few balls of an innings, Dwayne Bravo for me would definitely be up there. I think MS Stoney's another one. AB de Villiers. I'm trying to think who else. Chris Gale, obviously. But how he very rarely comes in at the end of an innings because he's always opening the batting. Oh, and that's just eluded the fielders. That's going to be 4. So Roach gets lucky. The West Indies get 4. And there's 1 left to go, 2 for 32. I'm just trying to think of some other players. If you can think of anyone, let me know down in the comments below. If you needed a boundary off your last couple of balls, or even the last ball of an innings, and you had to have a guy come in from ball 1 and strike it, who would you pick? Who would be that player that you would, I don't want to say trust your life on, but who would be that player that you would pick to hit that boundary, to send in that situation? Martin Guptill's another one. Brendan McCullum, I guess, when he was playing. But again, same thing. Both of them don't really bat towards the back end of the innings. They are always guys who open up for the Kiwis. So, oh God, get back Tommy Latham. I must say, lately, since we've come back to the series, we have had a bad time with run-outs as of late. So, I don't really want to lose a player to a run-out, especially a stupid run-out like that one first ball, when we can just go and try and nudge it around. I mean, hey, we only need just over a run of balls. So, and I'm guessing we're going to have Roach. I know Darren Sammy's in the side. I think there's 1 spinner, and spinners are someone that we can target. I mean, we have done it basically all tournaments. So, that one there's just bloody beating the inside edge. Come on, Guppy, that's your bread and butter, son. You got to put those away. Stroke them through the covers and pick yourself up 4. You just got to do that. Or go down the ground and get taken by an absolute screamer. Who is that? Who was that? Darren Sammy. No, Darren Sammy is a good fielder, don't get me wrong. I do not think, however, he could do that. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. But Darren Sammy just doesn't seem like that kind of guy. Obviously, very athletic, very good fielder. But to do that full-length dive, I just don't think so. I just don't think so. And Chris Gale fielding down at fine leg. That would never happen. Come on, Don Bradman, sort it out. Sort it out. You would never field Gale down at fine leg. If he did, he would probably just walk off the field. Probably just say, nah, you know what? Not fielding. I've done my batting, but I'm not fielding. Not if you're going to chuck me down there. So good over for the West Indies, that one. 1 off 3. And that does, I was going to say, make things a bit more difficult. But bringing in Shane Shillingford here is probably not the wisest of ideas, but he gets away with it. He gets 1 the first ball. So it must be Shillingford. I'm trying to think who else the West Indies have got in this team. Kemar Roach is obviously bowled, so we're not going to go to him. Oh, Latham. You've missed out there, buddy. You have missed out. That should have been runaway fine. There's no one back there. There is absolutely no one in that third man region. What? Stop giving away wickets. Oh my god. We are honestly not going to choke. We are not South Africa here. We're not going to choke in this bloody semi-final. We are going to win it. We are definitely going to win it. I can't believe that was caught. That ball was there for the hitting. It was there for the taking. Here we go. Just take the singles. We are making hard work of this chase. We're only chasing like 32 or something. And we are making a bloody hard work of it. Just between you and me. There's no way it should be that hard. That is probably what I should have done to that first ball. Instead of trying to go up and over the top, just run it down fine. There is a boundary for Kane Williamson. 24 off 19 needed. And once again, it looks as though it is going to be Captain Kane to the rescue. Not quite timing on that one. However, the batters will come back for a well-run second. And that moves the score along to 2 for 11 off 2 overs. So we're losing a wicket and over. And it is now Bravo into the bowling attack. Fielding restrictions have been lifted. So that does mean, obviously, fielders are now allowed outside the inner ring. Oh, shot! Get down for that fielder. That's alright, we'll take 2. We need 2s at this stage. You know, we need a couple of 2s in and over. We need a boundary in and over. I don't even know where the fielders on the fence are. There's a couple... No. Yeah, there's a wide off. Fly slip. Jesus, they don't have many men out. I think they've only got 1. That's bad. That's just bad. That's all that is. 20 off 16. This game, I think this game is actually going to go down to the wire, to be honest. Oh, there's a shot. Shot and a half by Ross Taylor. Through, I guess, cover point. Not going to quite have enough to get all the way. But a great dive. 10 for the dive from you, Ross Taylor. And that does take the score along to 17 off 5. We've got a deep cover point now for Kane Williamson. But 5 off the first 3 balls. And then a flick. Again down to Chris Gale at fine leg. He would be spewing. If he was playing, he would probably announce his retirement after this game if that happened. There is no way the bloke should be fielding at fine leg. No way. He would, as I said, he would be absolutely spewing. Absolutely spewing. That one there has just been nudged to deep backward point. Bails do come up from the wicketkeeper. However, we have scampered through for a single. And 15 off 13. So a boundary here. Oh, God, what have I done? I was going to say a boundary here would be very nice. We have picked out the fielder, but it is a great dive. I was actually trying to look to play that probably straighter or down the ground. We do get 2. Move to 2 for 20 off 3 overs. Tino Best, the fast bowler. God. It doesn't get any easier. And I'm trying to think who will have in the last. I think Darren Sammy will have to be the last bowler. I don't know who else they have. I don't think they do have anyone. Is that... See, Chris Gale, you don't put him out on the fence. He's an inner ring fielder. He is an inner ring fielder. Great fielder. Great fielder in the inner ring. Not really a guy that you chuck outside the 30-yard circle. It's just not really his style. And he knows a fair bit about style. I mean, some of those shades that he rocks when he's playing, even when he's batting. I think, was it... I'm pretty sure it was the Caribbean Premier League. And he just went out and just batted with glasses. And it didn't make a difference to him. He just went out and still absolutely blazed it. I think one of the games I watched, he actually scored 100. Just very... No way that is out LBW. That's going down leg, umpire. You're having a laugh. I'm reviewing that. Definitely reviewing that. That's definitely going down leg. Definitely going down leg. Look at it. There's no way that's getting anywhere close. Umpire's call! Oh my god, it must be just bloody clipping the stump. Oh my god, it is just clipping the stumps. I don't even know if that would have enough impact to knock the bails off. Anyway, we move on. We live, we learn, and we need 10 off 9. So that's alright. Man, this game is honestly going down to the bloody wire. I can't believe it. I can't believe we got given out LBW there too. Stroke down to deep cover point. Take the single. Ross Taylor on strike. if you can have a set batsman in a 5-5 game, he would be the man. He is 10 off 7. So not striking at extreme... Oh my god, what am I doing? I should put on my South African top at the moment because that's what I'm doing. That is what I'm doing. BJ Watlingen, he hasn't had much of a bat in the tournament as of yet. 9 off 7. We kind of need a boundary here. We kind of need a boundary here. Don't catch him. Yes! Oh, we needed that from BJ. That was a big, big 4. Still a great over by Tino Best though. 2 for 8. However, I think we do need just 5 off the last, yes, 5 off the last over. And it is going to be Shannon Gabriel to bowl it. Don't run me out. Oh, yes, there we go. We get there. Colin Munro get... No, yes, he does get off strike. I was going to say. BJ Watlingen now. BJ Watlingen is definitely not left-handed, by the way. 4 off 1, this bloke. So he has done... Oh! Done his bit. He doesn't quite get the timing on there. Can't pierce the field. Pick up another single. This is tense. This is honestly so tense. 3 needed off 4 balls. So 2 for the tie. And I don't know what would happen in the tie. It's a nice shot by Munro. Again, just straight out to the fielder. 2 off 3. When do you go for it in this situation? Obviously, you got wickets in hand. You got to take the 1 off this ball, surely. Surely, you got to take the 1. You got to take the 1. All right, so the scores are tied. We've got 2 balls. Oh, some overthrows there would have been perfect. Absolutely perfect. They would have been. But we do now have 2 balls to score 1 run. We've got a crowded cover region, so I think I'm going to try and go over there. Oh, give me a wide! Give me a wide! What a bloody anticlimactic finish! It's down the leg side. It is a 5. It is a 5 over game. So basically, anything down there is going to be given. Whew! Man, oh man! What a game! New Zealand get there with 2 balls, technically 1 ball to spare if you didn't count that wide. Chris Gale with the man of the match for his 15 off 18. We are marching on to the 5-5 final, boys. We'll be taking on either England or Ireland in our next game. Can't wait for that. If you guys can't, let me know down below in the comments. Remember to drop a like, subscribe if you're new. Social media links are in the description as well. Until next time, ka kite anō. See you soon.